Hello everyone, Nia here. If you guys are ready for the in-depth pressure guide, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Let's go take a look at it. Okay guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the regular pressure on block. So this is pressure. You create pressure when your opponent blocks your attack. So let's go ahead and take a look at the regular pressure move. So 2-1-4. So that hit there does +7. Rolling in 2-4, also +7, is also a high move. 4-4-2 is also a high move, +6. Quarter circle 4-1, +2 to +6. So yes, at close range it's +2. Mid normal range is +3 all the time, and at maximum range, a little bit to the left, +6. Okay, and then sidestep 3, +4 at close range, +5 at mid range, and +6 at max range. And it's not probably gonna get it, but it's really hard to get the +6, so it probably is not gonna show it to you guys here. So yeah, I'm not gonna get it. So +5. Down 4-1 +2 is +1, and then we also have the famous one, if I can do it. Okay, +6. So you guys see that. What else do we have? For 4-4 at max range, or at medium range, I guess. At max range is +3 or +2. Really, I mean, it's super hard to get max range, but normally +0 on close range, and then +1 and 2, whatever, up to 3, depending on how far you are away from them. Okay, so and then your basic pressure move, this one here, +2. Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves here, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 is basically means how many frames you get in advantage against your opponent. And most regular standing attack starts off at 10 frames. So let's say if you did 4-4-2 into standing 1+1-2, your startup frame now becomes 10 minus 6, meaning it becomes 4 frames as a startup. So yeah. So okay, and then your standing 1 is also +1. Your standing 2 is also +1. Okay, and I think that's it for the block, the pressure on block, I believe. Okay, so yeah. So what happens is, if you want to constantly pressure your opponent on block, what you can do is like quarter circle 4-1 constantly, stuff like this. But the problem is they can duck you and they can interrupt you. So I'll show you guys a trick later on in this video, but so where you can combine pressure options so that you can constantly have pressure options. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the pressure on hit. So for the most part, your regular hits are going to be plus a lot. You see how much plus it is? +5, +8, +5, and so on and so forth. The only moves you don't really get plus on is down 3, down 4, you know, all this little stuff. Down 1 you do get. Okay, so your actual like on hit pressure move that are really usable is down 4-4, which you get up to +6 at max range and +5 on close range. And then your sidestep 2 gives you +1 on max range and 0 on close range. And at counter hit, you get +2 on this at max range, if I can get it to max range. There you go. Okay, so those are your regular pressure move from the low hit. Back 3, down 4, down 3-3 is also a low pressure move that gives you +7. Okay, so let's take a look at the fake pressure move. So how the fake pressure move work is you have to condition your opponent to respect the last hit of your 3-hit string. And how do you do that? You just use it a lot. And once you use it a lot, it's only minus 12. Most people are probably only going to punish you for like 30 damage. In Anna's case, 24 damage. So yeah. So if you condition them to block this move, what happens is you get a fake pressure move, meaning that if they guard the first 2 hits and they respect the 3rd hit by saying that they respect that it's gonna come out, they're probably not gonna do anything. And what happens is you can now turn this -3 into like a +7 or something like that, right? Or even a +5, maybe a +5 or something like that. So you can even throw out maybe more, because you can probably just do down 4 and most people will probably not react to it, right? Meaning most people will not react to the sense that they can interrupt your move by seeing stopping your animation. So yes, so this is fake pressure move, and what fake pressure move does is it also creates a mix-up for you, so you can actually throw out down 4-1-2 a lot like this. But it doesn't mean that they cannot interrupt you. It's just a fake pressure move because you have made them believe that you're going to throw out the 3 or even the 4, you know. But the thing is, if they don't believe, they can just hit you out of it. An example will be, if you try doing this, they can just hit you out of this. So don't immediately think that because you did down 4-1-2, they're going to respect your option and not going to retaliate. You have to condition them to understand that you are going to throw that out. And primarily this works at higher level because most players actually know strings at higher level. Okay guys, let's take a look at our second fake pressure move. It's going to be the 2-1-4 option. What happens here is 2-1-4 is a jailing high. So jailing high just basically means they can't duck after your move. So yeah, so these 2 move jails. Of course you can jail a lot of hits, but the point is your first 2 hit jails and the last one is duckable, right? So why is this a fake pressure move? Because the threat of this second move, so let's say they want to throw an attack in between, right? This actually doesn't work, but let me just show you. Okay, so if they want to throw an attack in between this, they get counter hit launch. So meaning that if they get counter hit launch, you can do a lot of damage to them, right? So they have really 2 choices. They could either duck and launch punish you for a lot of damage, that's high risk on your end, or they can just not do anything and guard, which creates the fake pressure move. Or if they just guard the whole thing, which, okay, what I mean is if they guard the whole thing, then you know that they're having respect for your 3rd hit. If they're ducking, they're having respect for your 3rd hit. But what happened is that you can actually change this option into down 4-1-2. And if they are ducking and they're trying to punish, they would just get counter hit. You see? Or if they get, yeah, so pretty much if they duck, the next move comes out so fast that they really don't have any other choice but to either get hit if they duck or continue to guard. So what happens is the only way for them to beat out this option here is if they just retaliate immediately. But that comes at the risk of getting hit with a 2-1-4. So yeah. So the fake pressure here is if you just do this enough, it's kind of like the earlier one, you know, if you if you, what's the word here? If you discipline them, I don't know. If you condition them, to believe that you're throwing out the 4, then now you can use 2-1 as a pressure move on block. So on block, even though it's -3, it becomes more or less like +4 or something like that, right? But the thing is, you really have to condition them to duck this option here. So then you can start doing stuff like this. So yeah. So what happens here is also you can create a fake pressure move into another fake pressure move, but then you can throw out the 3 to just make sure that they don't retaliate. So yeah, and that 3 is very hard to walk, so it's really useful. So yeah. Okay guys, another fake pressure move that you can also create is using 1, 2, 3. So what happened here is 1, 2, 3, usually the third hit, the low hit, is pretty quick to come out. A lot of times you can chip them away with this. The threat of using this on your end is kind of dangerous. It is launch punishable by a lot of characters that has at least 14 frames launcher from Wild Rising. So it is kind of dangerous. It does create some space, but the space is only enough for like characters like maybe Kazuya might not be able to punish you, but a lot of the other 13 frames and 14 frames, maybe Master Raven might not be able to punish you, but most of the other characters can launch punish you. So yeah. But conditioning them to respect the 1, 2, 3 also allows you to use this 1, 2 as a pressure move, even though it's -1. So yeah. So instead of going all the time to down 4 and 1, 2, 3, sometimes you can actually go 1, 2 and then just check with down 4, 1, 2, because it will force them to try to duck because they want to parry that option. So you can do something like this. So that will create a fake pressure move into another fake pressure move. Okay guys, taking a look at another fake pressure move here. Quarter circle 4, 2, 1 back. This is a cool, this is a fake pressure move that you can set up by throwing out the 1 a lot, but just make sure you guys understand this is more dangerous than any other fake pressure move, so you probably don't want to throw this out too much. It's probably better to just do down 4, quarter circle 4, 2 by itself sometimes, but if you don't make them respect the quarter circle 4, 2, 1 option, then you can never use the mix up here. So you have to make them respect this before you can use the mix up. So just make sure you guys understand that one. Let's take a look at the next one here. This next one is the 4-3-2. 4-3-2 is a great option because it's only -11 and it also has the cancel into this option here. So what happens is the way you set this up for the pressure is you wanna force your opponent to respect the 4-3-2. But at the same time, you also want them to respect the 4-3 full crouch. So, okay, 4-3 back full crouch. So what happens here is 4-3 back full crouch beats out standing attacks afterwards, right? And if you go to this one, it really beats out standing attack. So you want them to throw out the second hit, right? You want them to throw out a mid hit, so you can throw out your second hit, right? So if they start to throw mid hits from this option, it is very dangerous as well because they can launch you if you do something wrong here. So yeah, because on block it is -5 on block, so most people could probably do down 4-2 to beat out pretty much all your options. That's why you have to throw out this option here once in a while, right? But it is -11, so yeah. So how to create a fake pressure option here is conditioning them to respect either this or conditioning them to respect the full crouch game. But the problem is you really can't expect them to respect the full crouch game because they can just hit you with the mid. But if they respect this one, it's better because it's only minus 11. So if they respect this one and you just stop at 4-3, then you can start doing mix-ups, right? You can go low or you can go mid and stuff like that. Or you can just pour on some more pressure by going for quarter circle 4-1 after this. So yeah. Alright, and that's it. Alright, so for our final fake pressure move, we're going to take a look at the famous down 4 3-3-3. So I'm just going to run down this really quick. Down 4 3-3-3 on block is minus 11. Down 4 3-3-3 on hit is 0. And okay, let me just show you guys so you guys can see. So minus 11, 0.22-ish range, 0.21 range. It's way out of range for most people to be able to punish you. So yeah, but you don't really get a fake pressure off of block. You basically get a spacing punishable option on block. So for example, if you are the player that is using this option here, what you can do here is move back and then like maybe down 4-2, let's say here. So let's see if Anna tries to, well, I mean, it's kind of too slow there, but yeah, so something like that. So yeah, so if on block you don't get a fake pressure, you just get spacing. So spacing doesn't consider as fake pressure. We're not even gonna cover that too much. The only thing is that you do get fake pressure when you hit your opponent with this. And what happens here is you can actually just do down 4 3-3-3 into another down 4 3-3-3 if you wanted to, right? But the point is, because you have a threat of all three move jailing and hitting, you have the last option where your opponent can choose to duck or not duck or retaliate or whatever. And if you do throw this out, bang, you get like plus 15 off of this and you get like a huge combo and you could like almost take out their entire life points. But that's the question, if do they want to retaliate? And if they don't want to retaliate, that means that guess what you get? You basically get an option to do like low move. In my opinion, the best option here, if you're at the wall, you use this a lot. I use this a lot at the wall. So basically what happens is down 4 3-3-3 and then you usually do this. I usually do this. So yeah, I usually do this unless I really believe that he's going to retaliate, then you throw this last hit out. But I'm just gonna be honest, the majority of the time most people are probably not going to retaliate, so you're better off just doing down 4 3-3-3 into another like down like this, or like down 4 or down something quick, something so that you won't get hit by down 4-1. So yeah, so in other words, if you want to do something that is safe, you're probably just gonna do, like I said, down 4-2-4 like that, or down 4-1-4. 4-1, down 4-1 back, or down 4-1, or just down back 2-4. This is also a really good spacing move too, so yeah. Okay guys, that's pretty much it about fake pressure and real pressure. If you guys don't really get the gist on it, it kind of just, fake pressure are jailing moves that pretty much keep you in safe situations and have an option, or have another string afterwards, and you can pick and choose to throw out that string or not. And by choosing not to throw it out, or in other words, by conditioning players for throwing it out, you can actually create fake pressure by not throwing it out. And that's what fake pressure is about. And real pressure is kind of like all the stuff you get from plus frames on hit and on block. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this is more detailed than usual when it comes to pressure. Hopefully this helps you guys out. A lot of the new guys that don't really understand the game yet, I hope you guys take something from this. If you guys don't take anything from this, put in the comments below. Tell me what you guys need help on. I'm always here to help. So alright guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.